Hey guys, so I today am going to attempt, like, first attempt tutorial, hopefully, fingers crossed, because I think I'm a good artist, like the winged faded liner, like, you know how the what would you call that, a winged cut crease faded liner works for me. Okay, so forgive my nail's broken. Okay, I already know it looks ratchet. I guess I'm gonna be using a couple of things to do this, and as you see, I've already done my contour, my highlight, and my brows, lips, and everything. I'm wearing Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D, and my highlight is by Champagne Pop, and then I got this like silver shimmer stuff from MAC. So anyways, nevertheless, I'm going to attempt this for the very first time because it's always been a look that I've really liked. So, and maybe I'm just being cocky or whatever, but I was like, yeah, maybe it's not, wouldn't be too hard. You just gotta kind of follow certain things on your eye to make sure they're symmetrical. So, if you're interested in seeing the look that I'm sure that I thumbnailed somewhere on this tutorial slash first attempt, stay tuned. So first I'm actually going to use the NARS eyeshadow primer. I really like this primer. The biggest reason why I like this primer is because it goes on super thin, and so it, like, there's not a whole lot of film on the lid, so it looks nice and bare and clean. So I'm gonna put this on my both eyes. I'm also going to apply a little bit on the lower lash line because I am going to kind of give myself a lower smoky eye. I particularly prefer not just like a very clean, precise eye. So I'm going to put a little shadow later on after I do my initial application. To make sure that everything is smoothed out, I'm going to take a blending brush and just kind of work it over my eye and make sure that there's not globs or excess in certain areas. Okay, so just to add a little depth, I'm gonna actually use my Shade to Light palette by Kat Von D. I'm just gonna kind of use a little bit of a transition, what you would normally use in regards to a transition color, right in the outer crease area, so it gives it a little depth and dimension. Like I said, a little dust there. I don't know where that came from. Let's do this one for a transition color, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna just go in, dust the very tips of my applicating brush and tap for that dust off, and then I'm gonna go on the outer crease area where you can kind of see your own contour, your natural contour for the most part, and then I'm just going to kind of use very small circular motions and kind of fade it, trying to keep the intensity of that color just right on the outside. See? Adding a little bit more color for the other side. This is pretty color. I feel like I just do better on one side than the other, but we're just gonna go with it, okay? And hopefully blending is the key. Blending, I'll fix it with a blend if I have any issues. So now we're gonna go in with my Anastasia Jet Black Gel Liner. For this, I actually am going to use this MAC brush. It is 209. Right, 209. So I like it because it's going to give me a little bit more control with the thickness of this. It's not going to just bend so easy. It's going to take me giving the brush a little pressure for the line to go thicker, and I'm just going to have to raise and lift my hand away from my eye area very slowly and gradually to get that cut. then here is kind of like my measuring stick. So my waterline is here, and I just kind of, and it's okay if you really wanted to do it with this look, but what I do is I just pretend like the eyeliner is coming from that waterline. Oops. And what I did was, how I kind of gauged where I was going to stop is kind of where I applied my shadow right here. And if you look, there's an imaginary frame right there. When you are doing eyeliner, winged eyeliner, if you ever have somebody come up to you and say, oh girl, your stuff is off, when it's, you know, not 100% perfect, slap that hoe. Why is she looking at you so hard? I mean, the point is that you get the idea. It doesn't have to be perfect, and we don't need to be going around telling each other, okay? Now, if it's way off, like if you're sitting at a 30-degree angle and this one's at a 60-degree, maybe we need to do something. But, you know, let people perfect their craft on their own. Like, there's too much judgment anyway out there in the world. So I am going to kind of use the natural crease in my eye. I almost got myself there. Natural crease in my eye. I'm gonna make an imaginary line, and I'm gonna come right there. How's that? Now in with the other side, and this is the challenge. We already, you know, weren't too great with this here. Now let's do it this way. So here's my crease. This is kind of my imaginary line. Okay, so here we go. If you notice, like, everything is not super perfect, of course not, duh. Okay, but it's for the most part kind of symmetrical. Why I'm not like super stressed about it is because with this eye look that I'm going for, I'm gonna have a lot of smokiness, and it's gonna fade, you know, and the cleanup is always the key to a really phenomenal eye look, I feel. So we're gonna lay down, you know, the foundation, and then we'll go back in and we'll perfect and clean up. So in order to do this fade that I'm going to do, I'm going to use a smudge brush. See that? Sorry, I got a little chisel brush. I think I got these from Crown. Yeah, it's like a 408. I don't know. You can get these everywhere. Everybody has them. So I'm gonna get into this little black matte block, look up on the contour eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go in and fade, blend. Go in with my blending brush. This is a MAC 22-24. Yeah, okay. And I'm going to use this yellow top color. And I'm gonna kind of work slowly from the inner tear duct into the black eyeshadow. Okay, so now we've gotten pretty much, you know, the base of the look on, and I just need to clean up, you know, the little edges because that will ruin the look, especially because this one kind of droops a little bit more and this one has a really, you know, clean angle. So I definitely need to take a little bit off of the bottom one, and for that I'm going to use just like a little flat concealer brush. This one is by Sephora, it's number 45, and it's in just a regular concealer brush, and of course I'm gonna go in with the Lancome makeup remover. So for this I'm just gonna kind of smudge along the line right there to clean it up. So now I'm gonna go in and do the bottom lash. I'm also going to use the same pencil by MAC, or I'm sorry, brush, and I'm gonna line and tight line the entire eye. Because this gel doesn't bother, like I can barely even feel it, just so you know. Chisel brush. Okay, so now that we've done all of the application, we're going to perfect it. I'm going to use my Stila liquid eyeliner. My Stila. That's eyeliner. Okay. And I'm going to outline. So basically what this did is it just really sharpened this area right there. So I'm gonna go in my Bare Minerals concealer. This stuff is amazing. I'm pretty sure this is in light. And then I'm gonna dab a little bit on the back of my hand right here. And then I'm going to use this little concealer brush that I've been using. And I'm going to add my foundation back to there. And this is actually the highlighter I use in order to do my complexion. So okay, so I'm going to kind of exaggerate the tail of my brow at this point, and I'm gonna just define a little bit more of that brow, just because this is such a striking eye. You want to make sure you have something striking or something obvious to frame it. So you did all this great work on that eye, so you might as well have a great eyebrow to complement it. So for this, I'm going to actually use the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo, and this is in Auburn. And I'm not actually using the red, I use mainly the brown. That's why it's kind of hitting brown. But this is what I always finish up my brow with. Same thing on the other side. Oh, so just side note, I'm actually really wanting to do something a little bit lighter so the transition shows a little bit better, and obviously this needs to be blended. So just so you know, I'm actually intending on using that lightest color in there, which is, I believe, it's like, I don't know. says Sales. Okay. And I'm going to, this is actually going to open up my eye a little bit. Cleaning off my MAC 224 blending brush. I'm going to go in this puppy and I'm just going to you want to start in the lightest area and blend into the deeper area pretty much at this step. Okay, and then of course gotta give them brows a cleanup as well. And I'm gonna take my concealer brush after cleaning it off a little bit, you know. Trying to keep this as simple as possible. Like, I don't want to like take all these like intricate brushes and like download them on you. Like, if you're learning how to do makeup, I figure you probably don't have an arsenal full. I mean, some of y'all do, which hats off to y'all, but some people are, once you get the bug, then you start building an arsenal. So I'm not assuming that everybody is already on that makeup venture. Okay, so now we're moving on to my favorite part. The cherry on top is, of course, your lashes. So I have these lashes. I really honestly don't know what number they are. I probably don't know what company they're from either, because I have a couple of different companies in my arsenal. Point is that wear the lashes that you love to wear, like on a regular basis. Not like, oh my god, I'm super glam, like, you know, but wear the lashes that you truly like to wear on a normal basis with this eye look, because it is such a dramatic look, I would assume, for just about anybody. But you know, who will? Maybe somebody likes this for every day. I mean, okay, cool. That's your idea of beauty. So, applying the lash. Okay, and then the other one. And right now I'm just gonna kind of go into the mascara that I intend on using for this look, mainly because I'm really impressed with it. I kind of just slowly started becoming addicted to it. It's that NARS Audacious one. Have you guys tried that? It's absolutely amazing. Like, I really like it. Like, the formula is really like creamy and very smooth, and it's not like dry. So it gives you a really nice, healthy looking hydrated lash, and then on top of that, it gives you a really buildable lash at the same time, because that formula, even though it's not stacking on top of each other really quickly, it gives you a really nice build if you apply a couple of coats, like two. And I know, like, in this day and age, most mascaras, like in their innovations, have really amazing mascaras that they're like, oh, you only need to apply once. But really, this formula is worth applying 2 times, 3 times if you feel that nasty. Anyways, so this is my little beauty on the fly, beauty to go, whatever size, because I was trying, duh. And waiting for this to dry. You know what? This is a really cute look if you add a little bit of glitter, like a lot of people have done. If you're just really looking for a dramatic, sultry, like look for New Year's. I think it'd be really cool if you like did the glitter in the same color your dress or your accessories were. It'll really give it a little pop. You can do it even in the inner duct and just line that area of your lash, or you can go full on glam and just kind of coat the lower lid of that, or just kind of fade it into the black. So there's a couple of ideas that I think are really cute and cool, but for the most part you get the idea of where this is going now. And I'm going to coat a little bit. forget the lower lashes, or Reed's gonna freaking die. Okay, not too bad, huh? Told you it was an optical illusion. Everything looks symmetrical here, but really, in all honesty, it's not perfect, but we made the best of it. So hopefully you think that I'm valid enough to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you watch this all the way through and I kind of give you some insight, or if I partnered with you while you were doing it, that'd be cool too. So hopefully the step-by-step first attempt tutorial worked for you. Like I said, definitely try to switch this up, add some glitter to it, you know, for your New Year's look or whatever, or just a fun birthday look. I don't care, just like play with it, have fun, you know, experiment. Anyways, so hopefully you'll come in and check on me when I upload something else, beauties. So until next time, until we beauty together later, I'll holla at you. See you soon. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you want to see next.